this is Sabika Sayyad and here are the top headlines of the day. Nitish Kumar takes oath as Chief Minister of Bihar for a record 10th time at Patna's Gandhi Maidan. BJP's Samrat Chaudhary and Vijay Kumar Sinha are Deputy CMs. Jan Suraj founder Prashant Kishore holds a Maun Vrat at Bitiharwa Gandhi Ashram. This comes after his party's poor performance in Bihar elections. 4 prime accused in Red Fort blast case: Dr. Muzammil Shakil Ganai, Dr. Shaheen Saeed, Dr. Adil Ahmad Ratar, and Mufti Irfan Ahmad Wage remanded to NIA custody by a Delhi court. They were taken into custody by the NIA in Srinagar. Office of the Kashmir Times in Jammu was raided by the State Investigation Agency of Jammu and Kashmir for allegedly promoting anti-national activities. Now, the Supreme Court in India says governor or president cannot be compelled to act on a bill within a fixed number of days, underlines constitutional limits for both judiciary and the legislative institutions. Intellectual terrorists are more dangerous than ground level ones, says ASG, while arguing for Delhi police as Supreme Court hears bail pleas of Umar Khalid, Sharjeel Imam and others accused in the 2020 Delhi riots. Now, 2 days after a class 10 student died by suicide at Delhi's Rajendra Place metro station, parents, family and friends staged protests outside the school. Parents claim that the teacher mocked their son. 4 teachers, including the principal, were named in the FIR. RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat arrived in Imphal for a 3-day visit to Manipur. This is Bhagwat's first visit to the state since May 2023, when ethnic violence first began. RSS chief's visit is a part of the organization's centenary celebrations. Now, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval at the Colombo Security Conclave says global security environment is rapidly changing and challenging, stresses the need to ensure security and stability of the Indian Ocean region. Taliban's Minister of Industry and Commerce Alhaj Nuruddin Azizi is on a 5-day visit to India with a business delegation. He is the second senior Taliban official to visit India in little over a month, and his visit comes against the backdrop of escalating tensions between Afghanistan and Pakistan. Now, India is set to import more of the specialized Excalibur precision-guided artillery munition used against Pakistan during Operation Sindoor and the Javelin anti-tank missile system under emergency procurement from the US at a total cost of nearly USD 93 million. Andhra Pradesh's former Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy appears before special court for CBI cases in Hyderabad. This was following court's directive that he must ensure his personal appearance for the hearing in disproportionate assets. Travancore Devaswom Board former president and former CPM MLA Padma Kumar arrested in connection with Sabrimala gold scam. Now, fresh Gen Z protests have erupted in Nepal almost 2 months after the uprising that toppled the government. Curfew was imposed in Bara district following the unrest, which was later lifted. US President Trump signs bill ordering the country's Justice Department to release the Epstein files. US Justice Department will have to share all the information from federal investigations on Epstein within 30 days. Turkey is now set to host the COP31 in 2026 after Australia drops bid to host the climate meet. A consensus was reached after lengthy discussions. Biggest corruption scandal since Russia's invasion hit Ukraine. Ukraine's parliament dismisses the energy and justice ministers, other allies of Zelensky under scanner. Nvidia reports a 62% increase in revenues to $57 billion in 3 months to the end of October. Net income of the world's most valuable company rose 65% year on year to $31.9 billion, beating estimates of $30 billion. Qatar condemns Israeli airstrikes in southern, says these are a quote-unquote dangerous escalation that threatens to undermine the ceasefire agreement. And lastly, we leave you with the visuals of the highest mountain on Indonesia's Java Island, a volcano called Mount Semeru, which erupted and spewed large amounts of ash. That's all we have for you today. Thanks for tuning into The Print.